Hello and welcome to Look Back, Look Ahead. I'm Frank Calderone. Last week, ending February 2nd, the major indexes had a great week. The Dow, S&P, and NASDAQ all posted gains of more than 1% as economic data and corporate earnings moved investors to the buy side. The home price index increased by 0.3% in November compared to the previous month. The Consumer Confidence Index increased to 114.8 in January, the highest reading in the last 2 years. Job openings increased by 100,000 to 9 million in December. The largest increase came from professional and business services. The Employment Cost Index continued to slow during the last quarter of 23, which is good news for the Fed as well as inflation going forward. On Wednesday, the Federal Reserve left the Fed funds rate unchanged at 5.25 to 5.5%. Labor productivity increased 3.2% in the fourth quarter of 23, while unit labor costs increased by 0.5%. The ISM manufacturing PMI increased to 49.1 in January, but still in contraction for the 15th consecutive month. Total construction spending increased by 0.9%. And finally, non-farm payrolls increased by a more than expected 353,000 in January, while the unemployment rate remained unchanged at 3.7%. The labor force participation rate also remained unchanged at 62.5%. Year to date, the Dow was up 2.56%. The S&P is up 3.96%, and the NASDAQ is up 4.1%. The yield on the 10-year U.S. Treasury bond is 4.02%. Oil closed at $72.09 a barrel. Gold closed at $2,036.34 an ounce, with silver closing at $22.67 an ounce. For this week of February 5th, Monday we'll get the final U.S. Services PMI and the ISM Services Index. Nothing scheduled for Tuesday. Wednesday, the U.S. trade deficit and consumer credit will be reported. And on Thursday, initial jobless claims and wholesale inventories will be reported. Nothing is scheduled for Friday. As always, we'll keep a watchful eye on these and any other events that may and will shape the markets. If you have any questions with anything you've heard in this video or would like to schedule a complimentary review of your portfolio, please give us a call. We are accepting new clients. This is Frank Calderone from Raymond James in New York. Have a wonderful week. Be well, stay safe, and remember, always look ahead.